Can you hear me? Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Now it's working. Welcome to today's market Sitrep. I hope you all had a great weekend and that you're ready to go for another week of trading. You might have noticed that today the stream might have been at a different time for you, depending on which time zone you're at, and that's because of the fact that daylight savings time was adjusted for the winter months here in Europe, but not yet in the US. That means our American friends will do it this coming weekend, 1 week later, and then everything will be back in sync with the markets. So London, the London Stock Exchange has also switched clocks. Yeah, but let's see if anyone made it anyway. So good morning, Graham. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Marius. Good morning, Ragdogs. Don't remember your username though before. What was your name? Did you always have this username, or did you have a different one on Discord? Anyway, good morning, Victor San. Yes, you can say Dr. Victor San too. That's fine. I'm still a doctor. Hello, everyone. Hey, Enzar. Hey, Arnold. Phil Kirk. Yo, what's good? Hey, Phil. Crypto God. Hello, hello. Please note that due to data sets, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I already said that. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Smash the likes. And good morning, Salogin. All right. So the plan for today. Bitcoin first, then S&P 500, then US dollar index, DXY, then EURUSD, then gold, gold, and Ethereum. Yeah. So we had a running bet in the group about which one would reach 2K first, Ethereum or gold. And gold is the big winner, and Ethereum is the big loser because gold got there first. So that's how that bet went out. That's the kind of thing we make bets about. Non-financial bets, just for fun. So paper trading, no financial advice here. This is all for educational purposes. Read the disclaimer, do whatever you want with your life and your capital, but this is just for trading purposes, nothing more. Anyway, so here's Bitcoin. This is the local view, and it is a range. We had this mark from last Friday as a possible swing failure pattern, but all of these lows were good. The same mechanism as always. Higher lows are formed in a horizontal range, and just like the stop losses to the upside are hit, they will be hit to the downside more often than not, or let's just say almost always. So this was not a weird thing to happen, and it's also not weird that it crawls back into the range and goes back to the value area high, and now it's back down to the POC and wandering around here. So the edges are always the most interesting part, at least for me. But let's turn this off for a second so that we can look at the proper high time frame view. Why? Because this is a crazy month. So yeah, I haven't done a public stream now in a month. So I guess I can review the month real quick. Up. October was up. And I think everybody noticed. So monthly time frame, monthly levels. This is the last one that we had as resistance from June, July. Blasted through it. And by the looks of it, we have 1 day and 15 hours left in the current monthly candle. So unless Bitcoin manages to, today and tomorrow, today's Monday. So unless Bitcoin has a Halloween scare and drops 12%, actually that's not that much. Not for Bitcoin at least. So if that should happen, then this monthly candle would close below the monthly level, and that would be more bearish. By the looks of it, it seems to be stable up here, so it will probably, but who knows, close above this monthly level of 30K, which is a very, very strong statement. It is a very strong statement. These are the lows back here from 2021 that have been resistance for a very long time. So this area has been resistance for a very, very long time. Actually, we can almost count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 months, and now 7 on the 8th month, it's managed to smash through. So it's taking a long, long time to get through here. And now, curiously enough, or not at all, that was the lowest monthly level from this upper chunk of the chart here. We covered that on Friday as well. And now it's being backtested as resistance. So in regards to this old 2021 monthly level, the current monthly candle is below it. And if it stays like this, it will close below it. So a more bullish statement would be to close above it. For October to close up here, then November to maybe revisit the area, and then start going up again and open the entire fun box up here again. Yeah, so this monthly candle could be a nice heads up. It's not a must, but it's always nice to see it like that. If the candle closes below, and in November there's a failed push to the upside and it goes back below the monthly level, then we can start thinking about a retracement back down to 30K. Simple as that. Yeah, that's why the next 2 days are very exciting. Not just because of the choppiness around the range, which can be traded, you know, day trades, but also because it will make a statement for the coming months, possibly, or at least the coming month for November. So it's very, very helpful to pay attention to Tuesday to Wednesday. Yeah, so October 31st, November 1st, or even let Wednesday go by and see what's what. All right, so that would be the very high time frame thing. What happens if, well, actually I already said it. If price retraces from here, I think 30K is a fantastic area of support, or can be a fantastic area. It doesn't have to be, but it can be, because it was a fantastic area of resistance. So it can be flipped. Yeah, resistance flipping to support. If, however, 35K is claimed, then we can pop on our 50K rest folder again. And this would imply that this monthly level is untapped. So is this one, by the way. But what I find is the juiciest or coolest area is this 50K area, because it's around the very, very, very high volume node at 48,000-ish, and golden pocket as well as weekly level. So very, very, very nice target area. You can see here that there's only red. Yeah, that means no resistance levels on the weekly time frame, also on the monthly time frame. So just as it went down pretty swiftly, over several weeks, it can go relatively swiftly back up to here. Yeah, that is, however, if 35K can be beaten. Yeah, and by beaten I mean claimed, and by claimed I mean I want to see a monthly candle ideally, or at least weekly candles closing above this area, above this level. Yeah, and that can give us a nice heads up for 50K. All right, that's what can happen to the upside. And to the downside, I would start with 30K and see what happens next. Of course, if 30K is lost, well, then we're back in this range that we were on for so many months. Yeah, so it's not a very surprising thing either. All right, so let's zoom in a little bit, see what we can find. It's already the weekly time frame. So we see last week closed below. And let's see what we got now. It's actually a very nice range. You can go down, for example, on the 1 hour. That's a nice overview. And look at that. So this was flipped to support on the low time frames as well. Push back up, and since then it's just been stuck here. Yeah, of course it's taken stop losses to the downside, stop losses to the upside, but it's a very much neutral consolidation. Yeah, there's nothing bearish or bullish we could say about this, depending. Some might say, well, we're consolidating and the resistance is bullish, and others would say, no, consolidating the resistance is bearish. You know what? It's just consolidating. It's a range. Trade the range. Actually, don't trade the range. Do whatever you want, no financial advice. But what I do is I trade the moves within the range until it decides to break at some point. And if it works for 9 times out of 10, and the 10th time I lose because it then breaks up or down, well, then so be it. But I have 9 wins before that, right? So shorts at the top, longs at the bottom, rinse and repeat. Nothing new in paradise, I guess. What else did I have for today? Where's my fixed range pool? Here. There it is. That's the fixed range pool, including the data up here. So there's your point of control. There's your value area high. There's your value area low. And the deviations to the upside and downside. Yeah, there you go. You got your little smiley face going here. If this starts going like this, bing, then it looks like it could start claiming this. But we would like to see the monthly candle close, which comes up in 2 days. And at the end of the week, the weekly candle close up there as well. That would be very nice to see. That would be very bullish. If, however, this range is lost, you can already imagine, depending on which methods you like to use. I like to use TPO, so time price opportunity. And these are then single prints that are formed when price moves very fast. It leaves inefficiencies, yeah, or little gaps. And if they get, if price approaches them again, they tend to get then fully revisited, so to speak. So if, let me delete it now. If price were to lose this range, and for example, I don't know, rejects off of this and goes like that, then you can imagine this gets refilled and we have a very interesting area down here as well. And that would be the same thing we saw on the monthly time frame. This would be the easiest thing to, or the easiest way to interpret this. No need to complicate things or anything. What we can do is add maybe, yeah, if you want, you can add this as, for example, that would be the standing previous week high. That would be the highest high locally speaking that we can use. And the low, well, we could argue between this one here at 32.5 or, for example, this deep one here. Yeah, one of those, for example. What else did I want to show you? Oh yeah, XO. Yeah, this is Ethereum though. Let's do Bitcoin first, and then we'll do Ethereum. Ethereum is at a very interesting point too. We got a whole bunch of longs aggressively opening at the golden pocket resistance here. I'll show you. I'll just zoom out a little bit. I know it's a bit stretched out, but that's because the pool was from the 30 minutes and this is the 5 minute on Ethereum. And you can see from the high here on Thursday, the 26th, to the low on Friday, this is the golden pocket retracement right now as we speak above the previous day high. Yeah? So it can go up to the 786. It can break above the highs as well, of course. And for now, I was just watching it to see what's going on here because this is a classic area where price can retrace. Doesn't have to, but it can. There are longs opening, you know, aggressively right here, right there, a few minutes ago, basically. So these are the last 15 minutes of price action that you see here. This burst up was on decreasing open interest, so just shorts getting squeezed out. And now there's aggressive longs. So first shorts get squeezed out. Now aggressive longs are opening up here and price is stuck. Yeah, price is stuck. So what can happen here that short positions then open that absorb all of the aggressive buying at the worst place possible. Yeah, of course, if you bought, for example, on your demo accounts, of course, if you bought on the retracement down or a backtest or anything like that, then obviously that's you have a nice range to run, and this is the other side of the range. Yeah, same theory as we were talking about on Bitcoin. So this is Ethereum. Let me just sorry about that tangent there. This would be the Bitcoin same profile, but on Bitcoin, 30-minute, however. And you can also see that there were 12 million longs opening around here, this candle. Ooh, like bunching up here. A couple hours ago. Price has managed to crawl up a little bit up to daily open. Okay. So far, nothing special. Yeah. And so far, nothing special. We do have some aggressive longs opening. They're okay for now, as long as price stays up here. But really nothing amazing. Nothing amazing. Yeah, we're still just completely range bound. I personally prefer the edges of the range. So when prices approaches these areas or these areas, now we have the old monthly as a reference even, or even a high like this, then it becomes interesting. But here it's like, middle of nowhere. Go higher or lower, and then I can have a nice risk to reward possibility for an entry. All right. All right. Yeah, very nice Ethereum. So let's jump to the S&P 500. Let's see how we're doing on time. And we'll go back to Bitcoin later, or we're going to wrap it up with Ethereum anyway, so we'll see what's been going on. S&P 500, I have this, I call it the badass support resistance flip box, and it's because of this. So I've had this box for a while now, but all of these candles open and closes from, this is a monthly chart, by the way, of the S&P 500 on Oanda. And all of these opens and closes have interacted with this area for so many months. So this is a huge area to hold as support. You know, even though it's been retracing for 3 months now, but it's not surprising from where it did. We've covered that as well. But now that it's here, it would be very nice if it wants to remain bullish for price to kind of chill here, find support here, and not go lower. Because if you do go lower, well, you're basically leaving this area and flipping it to resistance again. That means more work later on if it wants to go up again. You know? So if it does go lower, one easy target would be the monthly level down here without complicating things too much. Right there, that's the next fresh one, so to speak, or untapped monthly level, 3.9. And if it bounces back up, well, it left the monthly level behind all the way here. So you can see from a monthly level perspective, the moves are huge. But of course, we can use weekly levels, daily levels, and more local time frame analysis to do stuff in between. Yeah. But I think now it's a very, very cool. Let's see how it fits here. It's a very cool area of support. And on top of that, from this low in March 23, so March of this year, to the high made in July, this is the 618, in other words, the golden pocket area. So it's not just a green box that some guy drew on the chart. It's actually the Fibonacci golden pocket, which is pretty useful most of the time. So it's a very, very interesting area. Let's see volume-wise on this chart. Let's see what it has. Okay, point of control is up here. But you can also see there's a high volume node here, exactly where price is right now. Yeah? And the next one would be, the next big one would be the value area low, which is fine too. Yeah? We can have different fit pools, of course. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Phew. I mean, ugh. It's hard to say no to that. Whoops, that's too much. Let's do 200. Ah! Sorry about that. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Well, to be honest now, if it doesn't hold the green box, then yeah, 3.9 is looking really, really good. See if there's any weeklies around here. Yeah, but this tapped. That one. Yeah. Oof. All right, so if this area doesn't hold, that seems to be a very, very nice target. Indeed. Wow. So we got the monthly level right before it. Right there. Boom. It's a little bit, it's too bad that one doesn't line up here as well. Then it would be great, but this area is really, really cool. Woo! The kind of stuff that I run into while doing streams. Oh, that's nice. That is very nice. It's like clockwork, man. Look at that. Value area with this. Anyway, yeah, who knows, right? It all depends on whether the green box holds or not. That's how I'm viewing it. I'm keeping it as simple as possible. This is a very cool area for price to possibly turn around. We can, it's like I showed you before, it's a golden pocket from a smaller fib pool. And if it doesn't, that's okay too, because we got something even juicier right down here. Like really, really nice. Really, really nice. I really like that. Yeah. I really like that. That is very cool. I might actually leave it like that. Let it flow into my head. So what's today? Monday. How's this looking? Yeah. Okay, so the month. Yeah. I think it's great to wait today and tomorrow, to be honest. It's probably going to be a chop fest anyway. So there's probably surely intraday opportunities to be had for trades, but for swing trades, I would really like to have a new monthly candle and see where this one closes. Inside the box, above the box, below the box. So I'm kind of treating it like a big fat support resistance area, not like a horizontal. Yeah, but very interesting. So I'm actually going to wait on this one. I'll wait a couple of days. On Wednesday, we have the opening bell anyway. Yeah. So on Wednesday, we can talk about, we have another stream anyway, another update in the morning, and then the opening bell in the afternoon with New York, which we're going to have to move by 1 hour because they haven't shifted clocks yet, have they? Yeah, we're going to have to move that one. Anyway, that's something I would wait on. That would be my plan. Give me 2 more days of data, and then I think things could get very interesting. Yeah. So, the XY, the US dollar index has been stuck here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 6 week. 6 week stuck here between 107 was the highest to 105 was the lowest, or 105.3, 107.3. Yeah. So that has been the range. Very, very, very nice range. Run the highs, run the lows, up again, down again. So it's just rotating. If you go in a lower time frame, you'll see just this ranging structure here. Beam, 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 just sideways. Takes the lows, flips it back. Takes the highs, flips it back. And it's still, it seems to now be starting on another range rotation by the looks of it now. So the high time frame shows that this has rejected if we take this high to this low from the 0.5, but golden pocket 7.1 and also weekly level up here would be higher. So the 110 area is very, very interesting as well. However, it needs to beat, as we can see very clearly, 107. I've also marked this high from March, from March of this year, because that seems to be, well, on a high time frame pivot, the support. So this is the current range that can be traded up and down, up and down. And when it finally decides to go one way or another, then it will have to go through here or through here. So that will be a bit of a heads up. Yeah. What do I mean by that? I mean, if price starts closing high time frame candles above this, then I think this is a very nice area to go for. If price, however, starts closing high time frame candles like this, then we can rotate the entire beautiful range down here again. And this was a very impulsive move up. So those are two very, very exciting possibilities. And until then, trade the range until it breaks. That's how I'm doing it. Keeping as simple as possible. That would be the high, very high time frame perspective. But of course, you can zoom in and see that it's reacting off of horizontal levels very nicely. For example, this here was a weekly level, or is still. Boom, that one there. And to the downside, we have a fresh one now, just created. This one here, that was one, already tapped. So this one is another one. So that would be an even more tighter or smaller range that you can use. And you can see that the daily candles are reacting to this to these levels very, very nicely. So now as it stands, it's 106.672. That's your upper weekly level. This one's kind of in the middle. That's the March high. And here, if you want the lowest possible in this local range, then you can mark this daily level, and that would be your current support. So these you can keep as orientation. And if you want to keep your chart a little bit cleaner, you can start removing stuff that you don't really need. And of course, then you can add your fibs to it. Boom, right there. See that? So it's weekly level, golden pocket, 71786. Perfect. So now it would make sense for this to rotate back down and hit the other side. Actually, I don't want it like that. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So for any upside, it has to beat this weekly level. That's it. And to the downside, the next support level of support is your daily. And of course, the weekly comes a little bit before. I just turned it off now. So keep those in mind. That's how I'm going to look at this one. But of course, to actually take actionable trades, this is more of my reference chart, but I use then pairs like this one. Here we have the EURUSD. On what do I have it now on the monthly time frame? Let's turn everything off just to get actually we can zoom out a little bit and see what's what. This is not the complete price history, of course, but it goes back to 2002. But anyway, I think we can focus on this part for now. You can already see here in 2015, 16, 17, this was a very, very strong area of support already. And now price is bouncing or reacting off of that area again. So it's not weird. It's not a surprise. It was already support at the beginning of the year. And once again now. So price has gone below the September lows and is trying to climb back above the monthly open now. That's why I have it marked. And if it does, if in one day in 12 hours, this candle closes green, a nice big fat green, then this becomes a fresh monthly level of support, just like this one here. Okay, and that would be a possible heads up that it's ready for another rotation up to 110, for example. So swing trade kind of perspective. Not kind of, but it is. So it's not surprising to see that not only monthly levels have closed here, but the yearly level, which was already extremely, extremely useful in March. Very, very nice support here. So this rotation to the downside, it's the inverse of the XY, of course. So from July until now, just going down, down, down. This all monthly level has been the upper resistance for this range. That's the previous month low. Let's put it here. Boop. That's nice. And we can do the same thing. You can just be like, actually, I'm gonna take that one too. You can do something like this to collate all the volume data here. And you can see that the monthly open is basically the point of control. But there's also a number 2 point of control, so to speak. The second best is right there. And that one has been holding a support nicely. There's your yearly level, and this would be the low of the entire thing. So now it's just kind of hanging around the point of control. not super duper exciting. Where I prefer it when they're farther away. Like up here was a nice, very, very nice short opportunity with an easy invalidation. As soon as you get close to the yearly, it's also nice. And here it's kind of like, for me, more of a take profit or realize gains area. But I don't like entering positions at the point of control usually. So not super duper useful in that sense. Let's see the daily time frame, what we got in here. Oh, that's very nice. Ooh, new daily level of support, back test and go. Okay, great. Well, then possible target would be up here if it really gets going. Yeah, value area high again. Why not? Yeah. So we'll have to see how the day develops. So far, it's London online, and in a few hours, New York will come online as well. And then we can see what's what. Then we can see what's what. All right. Let's go to gold. This one is, wow. What a show. What a show. Okay, let me see. Where do I put this daily level? Is it this one? Yes. Let me just put it here in the Monday folder. And we turn that one off for now. And so we can focus our attention on what's going on right now. Look at that. Look at that. What a crazy, crazy move. What a crazy month. So this was September 2011. This low was December 15. December 16. August 18. New all-time high. Starts ranging. I mean, these are monthly candles. Takes forever, yeah? Yearly rotations and stuff. Does not take the highs, at least on this chart. This is the Wanda chart. Goes for the lows here. Very nice retracement, yeah? That was actually super duper nice. Another full rotation. Fails at the top again. Pulls back again. Monthly level down here. And here we are now. In 1 month, it has managed to capture 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All of this has revisited everything, has taken highs and more highs and more highs. So really, really powerful month. Amazingly powerful. Has reached 2K again. And now what? Well, actually, how about we use one line to decide and now what? Look at that. 1 day and 12 hours. There you will have your answer. Can this be the highest monthly candle close in the history of gold? How about them apples, huh? Can this be the highest monthly candle close in the history of gold? If it closes above the monthly level, the answer is yes. Yeah. If not, the answer is no. If not, it will do exactly the same that it did, or it's starting to look the same as in April and May of this year. Yeah, it will close below the monthly level that is now standing as resistance at 1989.535. And then what? Well, I mean, it's a range. So what do I expect from ranges? Rotation. So if we're at the top of the range, you go back lower. Yeah. So this monthly candle close is actually one that I'm most definitely looking forward to because it could, doesn't have to, but it could give us a very nice heads up of whether we're going to all-time highs or rotating back down, lower than here, even like 1600s, for example, or 1700. Yeah, that would be the next monthly level down here, 1632. So that's what that can mean or give a heads up for. Yeah, that's the beauty of technical analysis. No matter what's happening, hey, where's my chat? No matter what's happening in the world, you can just rely on the same stuff over and over and over. The same Fibonacci stuff, the same horizontal levels, the same fixed range, the same everything. You know? And usually you get your heads up before any news events break. So you can actually explain the news from a technical perspective. All right, so that's what, to be honest, that's the coolest thing. Let me see if I have a, yeah. This is not just a monthly level. This is the value area high for the past 3 years of data, plus the monthly level, plus the 71786 golden pocket area. I mean, this is where stuff like that can reverse a trend. Yeah, even though this trend has been absolutely insane. And what we were keeping an eye on last week, or actually a bit longer than that, huh? 19th, yeah, or at least I was a a bit of a triangle, ascending triangle formation. I'm not a big fan of these, but I mean, I'm not going to ignore if price is doing what it's doing. You have a horizontal level of resistance, in this case, the monthly, and much more. And you have higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Just price incessantly attacking and attacking and attacking the level until it finally breaks out. Now the big question is this a proper breakout and up you go to all-time highs, or is it a big fake out like it happens in crypto, and down you go? We shall see. We can probably know the answer in 2 days. For now, it's staying up here. It has an extremely bullish impulse behind it. Yeah. So what do you expect? Well, continuation to the upside, of course, but now it is a very critical area. Very, very critical. All of this could be a big fat failed auction. Yeah. A try, an attempt to go higher and just failure. So this monthly level, even intraday, can be very useful. I think there's a daily level, at least on this chart up here left, but there's no more monthlies, there's no more weeklies, so we're running out of resistance basically. There's not much holding it back if it starts to push higher. Yeah. What else did I have on? Where's my little this one. So this is the high from the 20th of October. Let me go to the daily time frame here. Yeah, that was this high. That was blasted through on Friday, last Friday. And that's the one that we can use, like a range. Yeah, this is just a range at the end. There's your, so it's way outside the value area. Oh my. So if it starts flipping this and then it loses the monthly and the value area high, we can expect a rotation to the point of control, which has been holding as support like an absolute beast last week. And if it flips that one, okay, value area low, and there's your range rotation. Yeah, whether it goes down or not, we'll see. But that would be the more local stuff that or at least what I'm paying attention to. Whew. All right, did we cover everything? No, Ethereum. Let's see. Let's get a quick look without any TA so we can soak it all in. From a monthly time frame perspective, this created a monthly level of support in August, September. It was revisited and then some, not just revisited, but also the previous month's low taken as well. And it has managed to flip the monthly open and blast higher. So very, very nice reaction. Really, really good. Really, really good to get past this 1675 area again. And now it is at a behemoth of an area. Yeah, we could say. The next monthly level is actually a bit higher, 1935-ish or so. Let me see, where's my monthlies? Oh, I turned everything off. Whoops. Where's the monthlies? Let me just I'll turn this off for a second. Just have to turn it back off. Ooh, 2 of them here, but actually I was looking at this one. Yeah, 1932. All right, 1932. So that could be a possible, possibly this one is still heading that way. And let me see where I think if I pull it from here, yeah, there you go. So that's this is the Bybit chart. This is the point of control for pretty much everything for the past 3.5 years. So this is a huge, 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 huge area of resistance. Yeah? And this is not something you claim on a 15-minute chart. You need very high time frame candles for this. Okay, weekly at least, even better monthly. So if October closes higher than this, very nice. Because it can use it as support for a future move higher, just like on Bitcoin with the 35K. Yeah, this area is not nothing. Yeah, you can, if you flip this to support, then okay, here you're gonna have resistance as well, of course. But otherwise, look at this. Oh, look at this can of worms here. Man. But if you can't beat this 1800 area, it's not going anywhere. Or not going higher. It's gonna probably go no lower then. So very, very, very key area, and that's that very high time frame situation. And if we look a little closer to what's going on right now, okay, that's still very high time frame. This would be a nice confluence of golden pocket and weekly level. Value area high is a bit higher. Yeah. So if it beats this weekly level, there's a whole bunch of stuff around. Oh, basically 2K. Yeah, it's a bit late. Gold won the race, but you can still go for it if you want. And very, very, very locally, let's see if we can just keep this one. This weekly level is enough. I want to keep my chart as clean as possible, and I recommend you do the same. Otherwise, you'll just confuse the heck out of yourself. And let's see what range we got here. Okay, outside of the value area already. Standing highs, taken out. Standing lows, that's what we were covering last Friday. Remember, guys? Poof, and take the lows. Same as always. Take the highs, take the lows, back to the range. Yeah, range rotation to the top. This is an incomplete rotation to the downside, and now it's trying to break out. So what usually happens at situations like this, people get excited. Oh my God, it's going to 230. And they start buying the top, which is, you know, for me a little bit scary. It's not the way I like to approach the charts. This is an area of resistance. I mean, I'm outside the value area to the top. This is golden pocket 7-1 area. There's the weekly level of resistance at the 786 still holding. I'm not longing this. Sorry. I mean, not even on a demo account. I'm afraid for my demo account. So all I need to see here to enter a possible short position, all I need to see here is irresponsible behavior. In other words, a lot of longs opening, but price not moving. And that's when stuff like this, I mean, stuff like this on the 5-minute. Ooh, that's a big fat single print there. Hello. Well, it's getting feisty today. My goodness. Ooh, this is very interesting. Now you have two things arguing against each other. You got the resistance area locally, but you also have a very, very impulsive move to the upside, which is left this big fat gap here. And all the volume is up here, isn't it? Okay. Ooh, time, volume. Yeah. Okay, we'll check tomorrow, guys. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. It's coming tomorrow. All right, so what do we got here? Longs opening, that's what we were looking at before. Price is kind of, look at that. Price is exactly at the same place as when we started the update. Yeah, it went higher a little bit. A few more longs open, not that much. And now it's just stuck here. So if this continues for a while, I mean, it can even continue for the rest of the day, and a whole ton of longs open up here, in my opinion, not such a great idea, but you know, it's just me. So you do whatever you want. Then the punishment could come later on with a move to the downside. It doesn't have to be ultra bearish or a breakdown, just another range rotation. Range rotation. That's all. Yeah. Highs, lows, or resistance, support, resistance, support. Yeah. Same thing as always until it breaks. Okay. Woo! So that was the power update. That was the power update. Ooh, I have some questions. Justin, what's up, mate? Howdy, Victor. Question: do you really think there is enough liquidity to make it to 50K without the macro? Wow, that's a good question, man. Jeez. Do you really think? I'll read it slowly for the tape. Do you really think there is enough liquidity in Bitcoin to make it to 50K with all the macroeconomic headwinds in play? That I'll answer the second part first. The macroeconomic headwinds can be quite mind-boggling. Yeah, all these news coming out, and there's a war, and there's this, and there's that, and you think, oh my God, where is all this heading? And all very confusing. But the beauty of technical analysis is that that does not matter at all. Oh, speaking of news events, the only thing that is interesting, or at least useful for volatility, let's see today, the economic calendar here on TradingView. I have it set to only high importance for a few countries. I think that was the standard setting anyway. This is all Europe. Who cares? This is interesting. November 1st. The times are all messed up because of the clocks haven't changed. Okay, so Wednesday will be interesting. And Friday. And third is Friday, right? Third to Friday? Yeah, Friday. So Wednesday and Friday, we should get some nice volatility spikes there around these times. So the US data events, these big ones here. So that, yeah, for volatility, very nice. But the beauty of technical analysis, to go back to your question, is this is a range. And what you see here on the right, the price is irrelevant as a trader. Not as an investor, that's a different story. But as a trader, the price here on the right, I don't even need to see. I don't care about that. All I care about is these formations. In other words, a range with liquidity to the upside, liquidity to the downside. And there's a smiley face again. And these moves that repeat over and over and over and over. Yeah, that's how you can benefit from that. Your question is more, I think, headed towards more of an investment perspective. And I think I'll answer it the same way as I've covered the chart so far. For Bitcoin, it's very, very easy. All it needs to do is close October, the monthly candle, above this monthly level ideally for me, revisit it next month, or actually revisit down to here, to this point of control, for example, 34 in November, but immediately or relatively quickly go back up the monthly level and start pushing higher. Yeah, that would be a nice heads up, and that opens the door to a possible 50K. Of course, there's steps in between, but in general, yes. And ultimately, for that to be possible, I don't think 30K should be lost as support. If that gets lost as support, then not looking good. Yeah. So you can see there's a lot of room to play. We're talking about a 5K price difference, 30 to 35K. Yeah. But you asked about 50K, which is even farther away. So, right. So it is possible. Of course, it's possible. Yeah. Headwinds or no headwinds. It all depends on what market participants feel like doing. If there is enough buying interest, well, price can go higher. Not even the biggest selling in the world can stop it then if there's enough buying interest. But if it's not enough, then it's just filling big short positions. Yeah? It's always the same game. I hope that clears up your question. K Talist, hello, hello. Can you explain to us where would be a good stop loss when you trade the high and low of the range, please? That depends on the new high and low that is made. So there is no stop loss now. It doesn't exist yet. It has to be created. Okay? In other words, how do I say this? When you first started trying out these things, or trying your demo accounts, and you set your stop loss somewhere, I'm sure you made the experience that it usually got hit very often. Yeah. So after a while, you realize, wait a minute, why am I putting my stop loss there instead of my entry? Yeah. And that's what you still should be trying to do. So to the upside, let's say, range scenario, previous week high, that's the standing high pivot. For example, yeah. What I would like to see is something like this. Or at least that's what we were looking at last Friday. Here, I'll show you, since we already know what's happened, then you can see. I can't hit the play button farther on, but this is what we were looking at last Friday. Yeah. So you have a range forming, and here it looks already extremely obvious, at least for me. Yeah. Stop losses for long positions are being placed below these lows. In other words, a move to the downside will kick all of these traders out, the long ones, and offers the opportunity with this selling, due to the market selling that occurs because of this, for other traders to enter their long positions here where other people's stop loss are. Does that make sense? So that's what maybe you put your stop loss, used to put it, and now you put your entry there instead. Yeah. But you don't do it just randomly or preset it, or at least I don't. You actually wait for this to happen. So what you need to set your stop loss is for things to actually happen, which in this case would be that. Yeah. Run to the lows and starts turning around. There's different ways to look at this. You can use a time frame based charts. You can use a trend reversal chart. Well, you can use whatever you want. Renko charts. In the end, it's up to you. But whatever is your criteria for a nice reversal, the stop loss then goes below that new low that was just made. Yeah, and the same goes for the highs. So let's say this starts going like this, makes a new high, and then starts flipping or rejecting back down, back into the range or heading there. Then I can put my stop loss above the freshly made high. Yeah, because it gives me a very small invalidation. But of course, you'll be like, yeah, but sometimes it goes like this. It takes the stop loss, then this, and then it does it 3 times, and then it starts reversing. Yes, that can happen too. So very tight stop losses are more in danger of getting hit. Yeah, that is a risk. No risk, no gain. That's just the way it is. That's why we recommend demo accounts, so you don't risk anything until you are sure about, or you feel comfortable with what you're doing. Yeah. Hasta la vista, Barbie. That was a good movie, though. Yes, Paul. Yep. Good morning. Hey, Haroon, welcome back. Feel quite juicy. Well, yeah, 50 area, I guess, but I'm just wondering if there will be enough money in the assets to make it there. As in, is this new money coming in, or maybe a movement of capital from the alt market? Ooh, yeah. That's like a year-old argument of, oh, the alts are going here, the alts are going there, it's shifting this way and that way. Maybe it helps you to look at an asset like gold, which I think is around $11 trillion market cap, and then compare it to the crypto market cap. So you can see the difference. Is crypto? I'm not even sure if crypto is at 1 trillion at the moment. Maybe it is. I haven't checked in a while. So you can see that it's 11 times larger or even more. there's plenty of money around in this planet to move this asset because it's basically a baby asset compared to the other ones. Yeah, and it can come in at any time. Just boom this way or boom that way. So it's not very difficult compared to the other markets, yeah, which still move like crazy. So yeah, it doesn't have to come from the alt market. It can come from wherever. It doesn't really matter. So I don't make that theory, oh, it's shifting from the alts to Bitcoin and Bitcoin back to the alts. And some people say Bitcoin is the only thing that counts and alts are crap. And the other ones say, no, alts are better. It's a never-ending discussion. That's up to you to decide. All I do is look at the charts and then see if levels are claimed, ranges are broken, and that's it. Yeah. The rest are just theories that confuse more than help. They sound very nice, of course. You know, oh, the sky is cloudy today, and that's why Bitcoin broke through because it's trying to go for the moon. Well, yeah, sure. That's it. What it sounds like for me today. I mean, don't want to be despectful or anything, but it's just I like just focusing on the things that work objectively over and over and over. Yeah, not subjective stuff. Hopefully that helps you too. Let's show interest. Yes, hit the like button if you like what you see. What do you think for a triangle? Not sure about what you mean on Bitcoin or which asset. But yeah, if you want, you can also post your question in our Discord. Link is in the description below, and you can just join there and post it in the Ask a Coach section, and then I can have a look at that. Yeah, I'm not sure which asset you mean. But yeah, gold. I was showing a triangle, if that's what you mean. That was an ascending triangle, so it did break out to the upside. But yeah, I hope maybe that's what you meant. All right. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and gals. I hope you have a fantastic week. It's probably one of those weeks where it can be worth it to wait until Wednesday, because then you have a new monthly candle to play with and perhaps a shift in momentum in some assets. And that can give you a more clear picture than now. So if you're looking at it and you're like, I'm not sure what to do, that's fine. If you're not sure what to do, then that means that something is missing in the puzzle. Yeah. So just let it be until you get the pieces that you need to say, now it looks better. Now it looks better. Yeah. So I think it's definitely a nice week to wait a couple days. No need to rush into anything really. At least for swing trade positions. For day trade, it's easy in and out, I suppose, or simpler. What did you say on symmetrical triangle? Okay, I'm gonna have to turn everything off and see what you mean. Symmetrical triangle on BTC. Yeah. Then this would have to be a bit. I guess so. If you use this one and this one, yeah, you can. Just not a big fan of these things because they're not that useful, to be honest. The only interesting thing about price doing this is that it's coiling up. That means longs and shorts are opening in the middle of nowhere, and then they get stopped out in both directions, yeah, before the actual move happens. So it's just a heads up for a possible volatility. For that, it's useful, but it does not have any relevance for me, at least, in how I will approach the trades. You could say that if it's a neutral consolidation pattern, like textbook, that it's a continuation pattern. So if it's neutral and we came from down here, then you expect continuation to the upside. That would be the standard answer. But it's not like it is in the textbooks, like Constantine says in the movie. It's not like it's in the textbooks. Actually, try to not follow the textbook all the time, if possible. Just like in real life, huh? Okay. You're very welcome, Zoltan. I hope that cleared up all your questions. If you have any more, just pop them on Discord. We're there. George is around as well, and happy to provide you with some juicy answers. And of course, in the premium section, we do these updates on a daily basis. We do the opening bell on Wednesdays. A very, very cool. Why 40K? Why 40? Why stop at 40, man? If you're going to ask for a pump, why don't ask for 60K, man? All the way up there to the last monthly level, 61K. Why not? If you're going to ask for stuff, then ask right. Yeah. 40K is like around the corner, man. That's nothing. And I'm not interested in that. I want big numbers or very small numbers. But yeah, we're going to have We have daily updates like this one, and we check out also stuff like order flow on XO charts to look a little bit more into how to approach day trades. Yeah, that's very helpful for day trading, for example. And the cool thing is that you can see what price is doing. You know, we've seen it together now at the beginning and at the end. I see irresponsible behavior, from my opinion, by aggressive longs at the worst place possible, and then no follow through. So price gets stuck, and what I expect now is to slowly start reversing. And we're at the top of the range or close to it. So it's always the same thing over and over and over. You know? So that's the kind of things that we'll keep you updated on as well. I'd imagine one of these days we will know where she's going. Yeah, of course. But don't look only at her if you mean Bitcoin. Look at other assets as well, because they move too. And sometimes they move much more. That would be my recommendation. 99.99K. Now that's a nice one. That's a nice one, yeah. That would make a lot of people happy, I think. Huh? But does Bitcoin like to make a lot of people happy? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it used to. Should we have a look at this? I kind of want to wrap it up, but you know, it would prove a point, I guess, of how things happen. But in any case, yeah, sometimes, I mean, it's trading, to be honest, is more waiting than actually entering trades. Oh, can you do some live trading? Yeah, sure. Let's wait. Wait, aren't you trading? Yeah, I'm waiting. What? Don't you press the button? Sometimes, yes. But the rest of the time, I'm waiting for the level to hit, for the reaction to happen, and to actually enter. Of course, if you're an ultra fast scalper, you know, we have an absolute scalping machine in the house. Our dear George. Yeah, that guy's on another level, so I can't keep up with that, man. I'm more of a take it easy swing trade kind of guys. It's day trading too. I like day trading too, but swing trading is just so it's what I've been doing for years. So it's yeah, it's very comfortable, and you can also do other stuff. Yeah, you said you're trading, and then you go do other stuff. That's what I like the most. I don't have to sit in front of the PC too long. All right, let's have a drink and see how this breaks down. How about that? That would be nice if it happens now, because I want to go. And I don't want to keep you guys in here for too long. But yeah, so this seems to be, where's our little Ethereum? Yeah, there it is. That's what that looks like on TradingView. Yeah, so TradingView is a bit more simplified. You don't see what's inside the candle. That's the advantage of XO, that you actually see the buying, the selling, the buying at the wrong place. Yeah, here you just see green and red. But there I can see who's buying how much where. And what price is doing after that. Yeah, that's the perhaps even more interesting part. Yeah. So you can definitely push up higher, for example, to the weekly level, but it's already kind of sucking now, yeah, as we can see. It's already struggling as we speak. And of course, wait for New York session. Alrighty. Hope that was informative for you, and have a fantastic week. I'll see you guys and gals on Discord. Thanks for tuning in. Adios. Bye-bye. Take care. Tschüss.